Greetings, this is Shay from Waning Owl Moon. Today I reveal what I think is the most important thing for your mental health. Dun, 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 what is it? What is it? It's your sleep. This episode 3, comes in 2 parts. Part 1 is some tips and tricks that will hopefully help you actually sleep. Part 2 is a guided meditation for you to listen to tonight while you are falling asleep. Oh yeah, and I should put on my bedroom voice. Ooh la la. Today I'd like to talk about my issues with sleep and some things I've discovered that really help me sleep. One thing isn't going to fix everything, and I really think you need to try things more than once in order to make it all happen. And especially if you're having hot flashes, man, it is a tricky thing. But I have some rules, quote unquote rules, that I've set up for myself. And then I thought we'd go on a tour of my bedroom. Ooh, sexy. Wink, wink. Actually, no, my bedroom's pretty much just set up for sleep, and that's it, and that's on purpose, so that it is a space for that. First of all, lack of sleep really contributed to my mental health, or lack thereof, when I was postpartum. I think having a new baby and not getting much sleep really contributed to some breakdowns that I had. And once I was able to accommodate having a small infant and have my husband really help me get some sleep, that made me come out of that state of very high anxiety. I realize it's really hard to sleep when you're perimenopausal, and I think it's the number one thing that women complain about in this time, and it's not like you can just snap your fingers and it comes. But hopefully if you follow some guidelines and you use my meditation that I'm going to put into part 2 of these videos in this episode, then hopefully I can guide you and direct you better into that direction. We're going to go on a tour of my bedroom, and we're going to see how I set up my routine. And I think that is the number one thing that we need to do, is have a really strict bedtime routine, and have that part of our self-care ritual, or make it a high priority, is getting the sleep that we need. Have found that I require 9 to 10 hours of sleep a night in order for me to function in a way that's productive, which is a lot of time. And my family knows that I need that much sleep, or else I turn into an absolute you-know-what. So we just make space for that. And so I start my bedtime routine really early, at like probably 8:30 at night, although I do get up fairly early in the morning. But I am strict about it, and I keep that routine. All right, we're going to switch gears, and we're going to go on a tour of my bedroom. I thought it would be the best way to explain my sleep routine. Here is my bedroom where only sleep happens. Wink, wink. Notice it is decorated in a way that's calming, soothing. It has some decor that makes me feel very comfortable and at home. Furniture, quilts, my dog, things that make me feel really relaxed. And of course, all important pillows. Here is my favorite pillow that I like to put under my knees, or if I'm on my side, I put it between my knees just to keep my posture nice. And then I have this special designed pillow, which is totally not necessary, but I like it because it keeps my neck and back straight and doesn't crimp any of that and keep it constrained. Optional also is an eye pillow. Put it over your eyes. You can buy one, or it's very, very easy to make. There's my book, which is an important part of my routine. And notice that I have no screens around my bed. The only time I use a screen is if I'm doing a meditation. And then I have my alarm clock, which is at a very low light setting. So there's no light in the room whatsoever, and definitely no blue light. Reading is a very important part of my routine, but you should have something that winds you down that doesn't involve a screen, like reading. Over here in the corner, I like to keep my temperature nice and cool. So we have an air conditioner in the summer that keeps it cool. In the winter, I use an electric blanket, but I keep the air still cool. And then we have curtains that are special curtains that keep the light out at any time of night or day to help with sleep. And then I like to use an air filter. Mostly it's in the room for white noise, which helps me sleep. Totally not necessary, but you can use anything for white noise, a fan or anything like that. So thanks for going on a tour of my bedroom. There's a couple things you could add to your sleep routine that might help you fall asleep. You could add yoga poses, which I'll have an episode on later. You could add meditation, which is in part 2 of this series, these 2 videos. I'm also going to provide some more meditations in the future. You can also search for your own meditation, whatever works for you, but I find that headphones with a meditation really helps me fall asleep. Some people like to play music. Music by itself does not work for me, but it definitely can add to the whole routine. And then you can use those things in the middle of the night too. You wake up and just cannot fall asleep. For me, a meditation really helps fall back to sleep. Again, let's make sure that if there is nothing working for you, I really think that sleep is really, really important. So if you are trying different things, a few times and nothing is working, I definitely recommend talking to your doctor and trying to solve either your hormone levels or using some other tool to help you sleep, because I really think it's very important. We'll talk more about that later. So that's our video on sleep. Please check out the second video that I'm going to post along with this one, that is the meditation for falling asleep. You can use it tonight. Very exciting. And remember that if you enjoy my videos, please click the subscribe link and recommend this to anyone going through this time of their life, perimenopause, or anyone who needs any sort of help with self-care. I am not an expert on perimenopause or menopause, so please talk to your doctor as well and use any other source of information that you have at your disposal. Thank you for taking time for self-care, and I hope you find what works for you, and sleep well tonight.